Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Sports Show. Friday, July 8th. Why it does it? I was just on a show and my sound was fine. Why it does it? I was just on a show and my sound was fine. All right, there we go. Now it sounds good. But thanks for joining us. Friday, July 8th. Got a big slate of Major League Baseball games we'll go through today. Give you a pick for every game, and then we'll give you our picks of the day. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, and also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at ASAP Sports Network. Please go like or subscribe to our YouTube page. We greatly appreciate it. Like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Excuse me. We also have a sports talk show, GSR Gonzo Sports Room. It's live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 11 p.m. Eastern. So come join us tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We have a pro wrestling podcast, GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. New episodes of it drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. So a new episode will drop this Sunday at 9. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us at Gonzo's Wrestling Room. And you can also find the video version of Gonzo's Wrestling Room on our YouTube page at Gonzo's Sports Room. But let's go ahead and jump into today's games. First game we're going to have is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Before we jump into today's games, yesterday was our first show of the week for this week. We were 9-2. Our picks were 9-2 overall. Gave picks out for 11 Major League Baseball games yesterday. We were 9-2. Our picks of the day, we gave out 4 picks, and we were 3-1 on our picks of the day. So had a good day yesterday. Hopefully we can continue that today. All right, first game, Tampa Bay Rays at the Cincinnati Reds. This game starts at 6:41 p.m. Eastern time. Tampa Bay's 1.5 run favorites on the road. They're minus 174 on the money line. The Reds are plus 146 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. These are two teams that have been in opposite directions this season. The Rays are 45-37 on the season. They're 20-20 on the road. They're hitting .238 as a team on the season and have a 3.29 team ERA. They will have McClanahan on the mound. He has a 9-3 record and a 1.74 ERA. He's allowed 63 hits, has 133 strikeouts to 17 walks, and allowed 11 home runs in 98 innings of work. McClanahan has been solid all season. The Rays have a solid pitching staff, starters and bullpen. The Reds, on the other hand, have been one of the worst teams in baseball all season so far here in the first half of the season. Got off to a terrible start, like 1-2 of like our first 23 games. Then after that, played real good in May. June was up and down. July hasn't got off to the hottest start yet. We split a doubleheader yesterday with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm a big Reds fan, but the Reds are 29-54 on the season, 15-28 at home. As a team, they're hitting .238 on the season and have a 5.39 ERA. Reds starting pitching has been good here, especially since May. The bullpen, you just never know what you're going to get. On the mound tonight for the Reds, you'll have Castillo. Castillo is 3-4 with a 3.09 ERA. He's allowed 51 hits, has 66 strikeouts to 22 walks, and allowed 5 home runs and 64 innings of work. I think it's going to be a real competitive game because of the pitchers you have on the mound. Both these teams hit it about the same. What scares me here is the Reds' bullpen. So I'm not going to pick against the Reds. But if I was going to bet on this, I'm not going to pick against the Reds. So I'm going to take the Reds. Reds here on the money line as home underdogs, just because they're my team. I don't pick against them. But I'm not going to lie, it's not a game I'm going to go put money on. But I'm also not going to pick against them. Like I said, with Castillo on the mound, this could come down to the bullpen, and that's the only thing that scares me. Both these starting pitchers, I think, can be able to hold these offenses at bay. And when it gets down to the bullpen, the Rays unfortunately have the better bullpen right now. Next game is the Los Angeles Angels at the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles are 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 142 on the money line. The Angels are plus 120 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 8.5. This is a game between two teams. I think the Angels have been a little disappointing, and the Orioles have actually been a little bit better than I think what people expected them to be this year. The Angels are 38-46 on the season, 17-23 on the road. They're hitting .232 as a team on the season and have a 3.89 team ERA. On the mound tonight for the Angels is Detmers. He is 2-3 with a 4.66 ERA. He's allowed 43 hits, has 44 strikeouts to 21 walks, and allowed 11 home runs and 58 innings of work. The Angels are 1-4 over their last 5 games. On the Orioles side, they are 40-44, 22-17 at home. They're hitting .230 as a team on the season and have a 3.99 team ERA. They will have Wells on the mound, has a 7-4 record with a 3.09 ERA. He's allowed 59 hits, has 50 strikeouts to 17 walks, and allowed 9 home runs and 75 innings of work. And Baltimore is 5-0 over their last 5 games. Baltimore's been playing better ball right now. They're at home where they play a little bit better at home as well. I like Baltimore here on the money line at home. Then we have the Miami Marlins at the New York Mets. This game starts at 7:11 p.m. Eastern time, with the Mets being 1.5 run favorites and minus 166 on the money line. The Marlins are plus 140 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. The Marlins are 39-42 on the season, 19-25 on the road. On the season, they're hitting .241 as a team and have a 3.89 team ERA. They will have Lopez on the mound tonight, who has a 5-4 record and a 2.97 ERA. He's allowed 74 hits, has 93 strikeouts, 27 walks, and allowed 10 home runs and 94 innings of work. For the Mets have been solid all season. I think a lot of people have been waiting for them to be the Mets and fall off, but it don't look like they're going to. They're just got Scherzer back as well. That's going to help them. The Mets are 52-31 on the season, 27-13 at home. As a team, they're hitting .258 on the season and have a 3.80 team ERA. They will have Bassett on the mound, who is 6-5 with a 4.01 ERA. He's allowed 77 hits, 95 strikeouts to 26 walks, and allowed 13 home runs and 89 innings of work. The Marlins are 3-2 over their last 5. The Mets are 4-1 over their last 5. I like the Mets here in this game tonight. Then we have the New York Yankees at the Boston Red Sox. Yankees have been best team in baseball so far. They are 1.5 run favorites and minus 162 on the money line. The Red Sox are plus 136 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 10 runs. The Yankees are 60-23, 26-14 on the road. The Yankees are hitting 242 as a team on the season and have a team ERA of 2.92. On the mound tonight for the Yankees will be Cortez. He has a 7-3 record and a 2.44 ERA. He's allowed 62 hits, has 91 strikeouts to 19 walks, and allowed 11 home runs and 85 innings of work. For the Red Sox, 45-38 on the season, 21-19 at home. As a team, they're hitting 260 on the season and have a team ERA of 3.70. They will have Seabold on the mound. He's 0-1 with the 8.31 ERA. He's allowed 15 hits, has 11 strikeouts to 3 walks, and allowed 3 home runs and 8 innings of work. Yankees are 3-2 over their last 5. Red Sox are 2-3 over their last 5. Yankees won game 1 of this series last night. I look for the Yankees to win game 2 of this series as well. Next game, the Washington Nationals at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites at home, minus 255 on the money line. Nationals are plus 210 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9 runs. These are two teams that have been on opposite ends of the league this season. Braves have been pretty solid. Nationals have struggled. They're 30-55 on the season and are 16-24 on the road. As a team, they're hitting 250 and they have a 5.12 team ERA. They will have Fedde on the mound. He is 5-5 with a 4.29 ERA on the season. He's allowed 75 hits, has 65 strikeouts to 37 walks, and allowed 9 home runs and 79 innings of work. For the Braves, they are 49-35 on the season, 27-18 at home. They're hitting 248 as a team and have a team ERA at 3.61. They will have Morton on the mound. He's 4-3 on the season with a 4.38 ERA. He's allowed 77 hits, has 101 strikeouts to 31 walks, and has allowed 11 home runs and 87 innings of work. The Nationals are 1-4 over their last 5. Braves are 3-2 over their last 5. I like the Braves to win this game. Minus 255 on the money line. There's no value at taking the Braves on the money line, but I do like the Braves at the minus 1.5 over the Washington Nationals. Next game, you have the Minnesota Twins at the Texas Rangers. The Twins are 1.5 run favorites on the road and are minus 120 on the money line. The Rangers are plus 102 on the money line. Over under for this game is 7.5 runs. The Twins are 47-38 on the season. They have a record of 22-20 on the road. They're hitting 253 as a team and have a 3.66 team ERA on the season. Sonny Gray will be on the mound for the Twins tonight. He has a 4-1 record with a 2.47 ERA. He's allowed 43 hits, has 54 strikeouts to 14 walks, and allowed 5 home runs and 54 innings of work. The Texas Rangers are 37-43 on the season, 17-20 at home, hitting 238 as a team on the season and have a team ERA at 3.93. They have Gray on the mound. He is 4-4 with the 3.96 ERA. He's allowed 64 hits, has 83 strikeouts to 26 walks, and allowed 8 home runs and 77 innings of work. The Twins are 3-2 over their last 5. Rangers are 1-4 over their last 5. The Twins have been the better team this season. They have the better pitcher on the mound. They have the better offense. So I like the Twins here on the money line at the minus 120. All right. Before we move on to the next game, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information, hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.
All right, welcome back to Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're getting ready to continue breaking down the MLB games. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter at the ASAP Sports Network. We also have a sports talk show, GSR Gonzo Sports Room. It's live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 11 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. You can also find this show, Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form, Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. And we also have a pro wrestling podcast, GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. And you can find that on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts at Gonzo's Wrestling Room, or the video. You can find the video version of it on our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. Please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page. We greatly appreciate it. Like and follow on Facebook and Twitch. But all right, let's get back to today's games. Next game we have is the Cleveland Guardians at the Kansas City Royals. The Royals are 1.5 run favorites at home, minus 124 on the money line. The Guardians are plus 106 on the money line. Over under for this game is 8.5 runs. The Guardians are 40-40 on the season, 20-23 on the road. They're hitting 243 as a team and have a 4.05 team ERA on the season. They will have Savali on the mound tonight. He is a 2-5 record and a 7.04 ERA. He's allowed 56 hits, has 45 strikeouts to 15 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 46 innings of work. The Royals are 30-51 on the season. They're 14-25 at home. As a team, they're hitting 240 on the season and have a team ERA of 4.97. They will have Singer on the mound. He has a 3-3 record on the season with a 4.30 ERA. They've allowed 58 hits, or he's allowed 58 hits, has 58 strikeouts, 13 walks, and allowed 10 home runs in 58 innings of work. The Guardians have not been playing well as of late, as they are 1-4 over their last 5. The Royals are 2-3 over their last 5. Royals have not been strong at all this season. Their bullpen has really hurt them. The Royals are the favorites in this game, but I like the Guardians here. I know Savali has not pitched, does not have the best ERA. He did pitch a little bit better his last game, but I think the Guardians' bullpen's a little bit better than the Royals. I think the Guardians are going to get. I think the Guardians are going to get a victory today on the road. Next game, you have the Detroit Tigers at the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox are 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 166 on the money line. The Tigers are plus 140 on the money line. Over under for this game, 8.5 runs. The Tigers are 35-47 on the season, 12-23 on the road. The Tigers are hitting 231 as a team and have a team ERA of 3.96. Schoolball's on the mound tonight for the Tigers, 5-7 record with a 4.06 ERA. He's allowed 82 hits, has 90 strikeouts to only 24 walks, and has allowed 8 home runs in 88 innings of work. The White Sox are 39-42 on the season, 17-24 at home, hitting .254 as a team and have a 4.13 team ERA. Giolito's on the mound for the White Sox. He has not been solid this season. He has a 5-4 record with a 4.90 ERA. He's allowed 82 hits, has 89 strikeouts to 29 walks, and allowed 15 home runs in 75 innings of work. The Tigers are 5-0 over their last 5. White Sox are 2-3 over their last 5. Tigers won the first game of this series last night. I'm going to go with the Tigers again in this game. They have the better pitcher on the mound this season, and they have the better bullpen. Next game, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 220 on the money line. The Pirates are plus 184 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 8 runs. The Pirates are 34-49 on the season. They are 14-26 on the road. They're hitting .220 as a team and have a 4.77 team ERA on the season. They will have Brubaker on the mound tonight. He has a 2-7 record on the season and a 4.28 ERA. He's allowed 85 hits, have 82 strikeouts, 33 walks, and 9 home runs in 82 innings of work. The Brewers are 47-37 on the season, 20-17 at home, hitting .235 as a team and have a 3.75 team ERA. They will have Ashby on the mound. He has a 1-6 record with a 4.60 ERA, 59 hits. He's allowed 59 hits, has 73 strikeouts, 27 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 58 innings of work. Both these teams are 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Brewers are the better baseball team. They hit the ball better. They have the better pitching staff. Neither one of the starting pitchers tonight have been pitching well in the season. But I like the Brewers to get the win at home. They're minus 220 on the money line. Then we have the Philadelphia Phillies at the St. Louis Cardinals. The Phillies are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They are minus 126 on the money line. The Cardinals are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game, 8 runs. These teams have had similar seasons. The Phillies are 44-39, 20-18 on the road, hitting .248 as a team and have a 3.80 team ERA. They will have Willer on the mound. He's 7-4 with a 2.66 ERA. Has allowed 74 hits, 99 strikeouts to 20 walks, and allowed 5 home runs in 88 innings of work. The Cardinals are 45-40 on the season, 24-16 at home. Cardinals are hitting .251 as a team on the season and have a team ERA of 3.83. Cardinals will have Wainwright on the mound. He's 6-6 with a 3.26 ERA. Has allowed 96 hits, has 81 strikeouts to 27 walks, and allowed 7 home runs in 96 innings. The Phillies are 3-2 over their last 5. Cardinals are 1-4 over their last 5. I like the Cardinals here as home dogs tonight against the Phillies. They have Wainwright on the mound. He's been one of their best starting pitchers. I know his record's 6-6, and some of that's just because he hasn't got run support. I think the Cardinals' offense will get enough runs. I like Wainwright here in the Cardinals. Next game, the Colorado Rockies at the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 172 on the money line. The Rockies are plus 144 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9 runs. The Rockies are 36-47 on the season, 13-26 on the road. They're hitting .259 as a team and have a team ERA of 4.94. They will have Cool on the mound. He's 5-5 with a 3.83 ERA. He's allowed 79 hits, has 59 strikeouts to 30 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 82 innings of work. For the Diamondbacks, they are 37-46 on the season, 21-24 at home. They were hitting 220 as a team on the season and have a team ERA of 4.36. They will have Gallen on the mound. He is 4-2 with a 3.40 ERA. He's allowed 63 hits to 77 strikeouts, 23 walks, and allowed 9 home runs. Both these teams are 2-3 over their last 5 games. Diamondbacks have the better pitcher on the mound. Rockies do have the better offense, but the Rockies play terrible on the road. They're a lot better home team than they are on the road. So I like the Arizona Diamondbacks here on the money line. Next game, you have the Houston Astros at the Oakland Athletics. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites. They are minus 186 on the money line. The Athletics are plus 156 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 7.5 runs. The Astros are 54-28 on the season. They're 27-16 on the road, hitting .242 as a team on the season and have a team ERA at 3.00. They'll have Urquidy on the mound. He has a 7-3 record with a 4.15 ERA. He's allowed 88 hits, has 63 strikeouts to 19 walks, and allowed 15 home runs in 80 innings of work. The Athletics are 28-56 on the season, one of the worst teams in baseball. They're 10-29 at home. They're hitting .211 as a team and have a team ERA of 4.30. They will have Blackburn on the mound, who has been one of their best pitchers with a 6-3 record and a 2.90 ERA. He's allowed 79 hits, has 67 strikeouts to 22 walks, and allowed 7 home runs. The Astros are 4-1 over their last 5. The Athletics are 2-3 over their last 5. I like the Houston Astros here. All right, next game. We have the San Francisco Giants at the San Diego Padres. The Padres are 1.5 run favorites, minus 162 on the money line. The Giants are plus 136 on the money line. Over-under for this game is 7.5 runs. The Giants are 41-40 on the season, 20-20 on the road. They're hitting .234 as a team on the season and have a team ERA of 4.04. They have Long on the mound tonight. He's 0-1 with a 1.78 ERA, has allowed 23 hits, has 19 strikeouts to 8 walks, and allowed 3 home runs in 30 innings of work. For the Padres, they are 48-36, 22-18 at home, hitting .241 as a team and have a 3.56 team ERA on the season. They have Snell on the mound, who is 0-5 with a 5.13 ERA. Snell's allowed 36 hits, has 50 strikeouts to 23 walks, and allowed 4 home runs in 40 innings of work. Giants are 1-4 over their last 5. Padres are 2-3 over their last 5. Padres won the first game of this series last night. I like the Padres to get the win again tonight. Then the next game we have the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Chicago Cubs. These are two teams that have been on different sides of the league. The Cubs are one of the worst teams in the league, and the Dodgers are one of the best teams in the league. Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites, minus 200 on the money line. Cubs are plus 168 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 8.5. The Cubs are 34-49 on the season, 17-22 on the road. As a team, they're hitting .248 on the season and have a team ERA of 4.67. Thompson will be on the mound tonight. He's 7-3 with a 3.41 ERA. He's allowed 64 hits, has 66 strikeouts, 24 walks, and allowed 7 home runs in 71 innings of work. For the Dodgers, they are 53-29 on the season, 27-13 at home. They are hitting .252 as a team, have a team ERA of 2.91. They will have Anderson on the mound tonight. He is 9-1 with the 3.09 ERA. He's allowed 74 hits, has 73 strikeouts to 15 walks, and allowed 8 home runs. The Cubs are 2-3 over their last 5. Dodgers are 4-1 over their last 5. Dodgers won this first game of this series last night. Dodgers are the better team. They have the better pitcher on the mound. They have a better bullpen. I like the Dodgers here. And then the next game is the Toronto Blue Jays at the Seattle Mariners. Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites, minus 106 on the money line. The Mariners are minus 110 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8.5 runs. The Blue Jays are 45-39 on the season, 20-21 on the road, hitting .258 as a team and have a team ERA of 4.13. Stripling will be on the mound for the Blue Jays. He has a 4-3 record on the season with a 3.32 ERA. He's allowed 57 hits, has 49 strikeouts to 13 walks, and allowed 5 home runs in 62 innings of work. For the Mariners, they are 42-42 on the season, 21-20 at home. They're hitting .235 as a team. They have a 3.62 team ERA. They will have Kirby on the mound, who has a 2-3 record and a 3.75 ERA. He's allowed 61 hits, has 58 strikeouts to 8 walks, and allowed 12 home runs in 60 innings of work. Blue Jays are 1-4 over their last 5. The Mariners are 5-0 over their last 5. Mariners' biggest problem earlier in the season was hitting the ball. They have a good pitching staff. It's scoring runs. The Blue Jays have been hitting the ball well, but their starting pitching has not been great. The Mariners won first game last night. But I like the Blue Jays tonight with Stripling on the mound to get a win and even up this series against the Mariners. All right, that is all of today's Major League Baseball games. We'll take a short break and we'll come back and give you a pick for each game and give you our picks of the day.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All right, welcome back to the show. We just got done going through all the Major League Baseball games. Now I'll give you guys our picks. I'll give you a pick for every game, and then I will give you our picks of the day. Yesterday's picks were 9-2 overall. Picks of the day were 3-1. Today, I like the Reds money line against the Rays, Baltimore Orioles money line against the Angels, the New York Mets money line against the Marlins, the New York Yankees money line against the Red Sox, the Atlanta Braves minus 1.5 against the Washington Nationals, the Minnesota Twins money line over the Texas Rangers. I like the Cleveland Guardians money line over the Kansas City Royals, the Detroit Tigers money line over the Chicago White Sox, the Brewers money line over the Pirates, the Cardinals money line over the Phillies, Arizona Diamondbacks money line over the Rockies, the Houston Astros money line over the Oakland Athletics, the San Diego Padres money line over the San Francisco Giants, Los Angeles Dodgers money line over the Chicago Cubs, and the Toronto Blue Jays money line over the Seattle Mariners. My picks of the day are best picks of the day. I like the Yankees on the money line against the Red Sox, the Braves minus 1.5 against the Nationals, the Minnesota Twins money line against the Rangers, the St. Louis Cardinals money line against the Phillies, the Houston Astros money line against the Oakland Athletics, and the San Diego Padres money line against the San Francisco Giants. So to recap my picks of the day, Padres money line, Astros money line, St. Louis Cardinals money line, the Minnesota Twins money line, the Atlanta Braves -1.5, and the New York Yankees money line. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. Also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the ASAP Sports Network. Please go to our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. Hit that subscribe button. Like and share our videos. We greatly appreciate it. On YouTube and Facebook, please like and follow. Please leave our Facebook page a review. Rate and review our podcast. We greatly appreciate all the support. Same thing with the ASAP Sports Network. Go subscribe to their YouTube page and their Facebook page. They have a lot of great analysts over there. You can find me over there at 1 p.m. Eastern on the ASAP Sports Network with the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. At Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Easy Money and sports betting shows on the ASAP Sports Network, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can also find me tonight, GSR Gonzo Sports Room, 11 p.m. Eastern. Come join us. We have a lot to talk about in the sports world. Also, tomorrow we will be in Anderson, Indiana at a big car show. It's a charity event for Turn Away No Longer. We're supposed to have over 200 vendors there tomorrow. We're going to have cars, bikes. Going to have live music, a live auction, all kinds of different things going on in Anderson, Indiana, on at 611 East 53rd Street. So if you're around that area, come see us, come talk to us. We'll be there all day tomorrow. Then on Sunday we'll be in Greenfield, Indiana, for Summit Pro Wrestling to the Limit. We'll be live streaming the event and doing live commentary. We're gonna have hour-long Ironman match. Also going to have a Rumble match on that card to name the first ever Summit Pro champion. Should be a great show. Starts at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday afternoon. If you can't make it to Greenfield, Indiana, we will be streaming it live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Hope you guys hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay safe. Hope to see you tonight at 11. Peace.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Yeah.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.